Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome to Merely on Time. My name is Chris. Thanks for checking this video out. If you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. As of the filming of this video, we are at 86 subscribers, and once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm able to make a custom URL for the channel, and so that would help out tremendously if you could do that. Just hit subscribe. Help me get bumped up to 100 subscribers, and of course at 150 subscribers we will be doing a giveaway, a watch giveaway. Today we're looking at, as you already seen, the Stuhrling original Monaco. It is a homage to the Brietling Navitimer. This is the watch, the Brietling Navitimer, that if I had the money and if I could force myself to spend, about $10,000 on a watch, this is the watch that I would get. But for now, I'm satisfied with having a Grail look for a Microbrand price, and that's exactly what you're getting with this Stuhrling original. It is a really nice looking piece, nicely done to the Brietling Navitimer. It's one of the better homages that I have seen as far as the look of the watch is concerned. And so let's turn the camera around and begin to have a look at this watch. Okay guys, so this is the Stuhrling original Monaco. And it came in this box. I've already done the unboxing, but I just wanted to show you their slogan is "Everyone deserves luxury." And a lot of the Stuhrling originals, ironic name in that they're not very original, but a lot of them do homages to other expensive or luxury pieces, and so that is why they have that slogan. I'm going to begin today with the wrist check, and so there it is. You can see it's an absolutely beautiful watch. It does have a great Brietling Navitimer look. So let me just pop this off of the wrist and just go over the specifications for you. It is a 42 millimeter wide case. For me, that's just right in a nice sweet spot. It's 11 millimeters thick. It is just a quartz movement. And the band is 20 millimeters at the lugs, and it just stays at that throughout. I am going to be replacing this one. Already ordered a nice leather band with white stitching from Straps Co. It is a chronograph movement. It does have a screw down crown. I'll talk about that in a moment. And there is some Stuhrling branding on that crown. It is a stainless steel case back, and it has 50 meters of water resistance. The case or the bracelet itself is also stainless steel. Comes on this nice stainless steel mesh bracelet, and on the fold over lock there is some branding. Well, it's upside down, but there is some branding etched onto that fold over lock for Stuhrling original. Obviously, the star of the show is this dial. I'll talk about the case in a minute, but the star of the show is the dial, so let's get a close-up look and talk about the dial. So here is the star of the show. This is the dial. You can see it has 3 complications. At the 3 o'clock, the 24-hour complication. At the 6 o'clock, you have the 60-second chronograph timer complication, and at the 9 o'clock, you can see it has a 60-minute timer complication, and it will keep a track of 60 minutes for time. Really nice red second-hand sweeping, or ticking, I should say, around the dial. I like that they give that second hand a bit of an accent color. I love the champagne look of these dials, and I love the fact that they did, for the hands on the complications themselves, outline them in black. Just brings them out a little bit more, makes it much more legible. The hour and the minute hand look very nice as well. They are filled with lume, and I will give you a lume shot. I would say the lume is mediocre to average at best, so it doesn't have very great lume. But this is the best looking homage, as I said, to the Brietling Navitimer, and just a really stunning looking piece overall. And of course, this is a chronograph movement, and so in order to start and stop the chronograph, you push that top button, and you'll see that the 60-second complication at the 9 o'clock has stopped. And to reset it, you hit the bottom button there, and you'll see it begin to wind back. And so I will be talking a bit about this as far as some of the things that I was disappointed with in respect to this watch. As you can see, it does take a while for that chronograph timer to wind itself back and reset. And so, you know, you're not going to be timing things in succession very quickly. And for the most part, I haven't. But it is one of the things I was a little bit disappointed about with this watch. And so let's talk a little bit more about a couple more of those things. So let's just talk candidly, guys, about some of the things that I wasn't overly happy with about the watch. And the first thing is the movement. Now, as you just saw, the chronograph does not have a quick reset. And the Seiko SSB031 chronograph that I have utilizes the large second hand for the chronograph timer as a mecha quartz movement. So I would have really liked to see a mecha quartz movement utilized in this watch. It is the exact same outline as my Seiko chronograph, with the 24-hour at the 3, the seconds at the 6, and the minute complication at the 9. But this doesn't have that movement, and so it would have been nice, to have a little bit of a better movement. The case build also is something that I wasn't too pleased with. Now you can see it's nicely finished. With a bit of a high polish, and the same on the other side. So I'm not complaining about the finishing there, but I am complaining in that the only thing that is stainless steel on the case itself is this case back. The rest of the case and the bezel is made of an alloy, and I don't know if it is a low alloy or a high grade alloy. Hopefully it's a low-grade alloy, so it's a little bit stronger, but it isn't stainless steel. And for the price I paid for this watch, I reviewed on my channel a budget chronograph. It was called the Acrobos 24, and the Acrobos and Stuhrling are made by the same company. It had pretty much the exact same style as far as the chronograph and the bracelet. But I got it on Joma Shop for only $60, and this was on Joma Shop for $130. And so I didn't realize it was only an alloy case when I was purchasing it. I was disappointed to find out when I actually got it, and I realized that it's just a silver tone alloy that they utilize on the case and on the bezel. And speaking of the bezel, at this price point, it does have a slide rule bezel, and there are videos on the internet on how to use it, but on this watch, you can't, because it's just fixed. This slide rule does not rotate. It's just a fixed bezel, so all you're getting is the look. And so those were things that I was disappointed about, and some things that you need to know about as well. The lume, as I mentioned, is average to mediocre. Let me show you the lume shot now. All right, guys, so I'll charge up this, and we'll get an idea of what kind of lume that this watch provides. And this is another bit of a disappointment as well, to be honest. You can see that it has a little bit of lume on the complication hands, the little tiny ones there at the 3, 6, and 9. And it has a little bit of lume on the hour and on the minute hand of the watch. But again, it's average, doesn't last overly long. But at least there is a little bit of lume there, I suppose. All right, and here is the shot of the watch, just an outside shot. You can see it plays off of the sunlight very nicely. The dials for the complications give some nice sunburst effect within those dials. Very nice. Despite the fact that there are some things I wasn't happy with, overall I am pleased to have this watch. And that is the case with a lot of watches we get sometimes, isn't it? So that's the Stuhrling Original Monaco homage to the Brietling Navitimer. Honestly, I think that if you can pick this up for less than $100 somewhere, you would be getting a pretty decent watch. I overspent. I'm absolutely sure of it. I overspent. I'm happy, even though I did overspend, because of the look of the watch. But realistically, if you're going to pick up this watch, getting it for under $100 would be best, just because there are some things that this watch doesn't have. It doesn't have 100 meters of water resistance, despite the fact that it does have a screw-down crown. The bezel does not rotate. The slide rule is just fixed. The case itself is only made out of alloy. And then the movement. The movement could be a much better Mecha Quartz movement inside the watch at that price point even. And so for that reason, I think you shouldn't get this watch unless you can get it for under $100. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please like and comment. Please hit subscribe. Help me get to at least 100 subscribers so I can customize the URL. And again, we're doing that giveaway at 150. And as always, remember, if you are leaving your house, make sure you have a great looking piece on your wrist, and make sure that wherever you're going, you get there on time. Thanks for watching again, everybody. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.